Many a devout of Soleil has been asked to make the ultimate sacrifice, to present themselves before the dark god and offer their life, so that Soleil may bestow his infinite wisdom upon those that remain. Man, these cultists, they're not very good at recruitment. Soleil, oh yeah, if you're a follower, he might show up and ask you for your life. Great deal. Hey folks, welcome back to BenOrBreak. I'm your host Ben, and we are finally back with Grim Dawn and our character Grim Dan. So we'll jump right in. Sorry for all the scheduling difficulties recently. This was originally scheduled for a Wednesday stream, and just IRL things and difficulties kept me from getting to it for the past at least a month. So we're doing it now on Tuesdays. 10 a.m. Eastern Time. You can look at my schedule page here on Twitch for whatever that is in your local time. Since we were off for a while, I have played a little bit. No new content, just harvesting components and dynamite and stuff like that as we move forward. So I did level up an unexpected amount, however. We've got a few points to assign. We did finally max out Inquisitor, and we can start putting points in Aura of Censure. I also want to 1 point Arcane Empowerment. Hello, Albino Cheese Monkey, welcome to the stream, and yes, the return of Grim Dan at long last. So hopefully this Tuesday will work better for me and for everyone else. So we'll continue to max out Aura of Censure. What this does for us is mostly an aura that gives, well, reduces the elemental resistance of everything around us. And Grim Dan, he does elemental damage, primarily fire damage. So resistance reduction is super powerful in this game, apparently. So that's what we're going to do. We also got a little bit of new equipment. Let's see here. Got 2 new guns. Time to finally retire these old double-barrel pistols. And we're good, I think. Right. Let's get ourselves these guns equipped. Can't equip this one yet. We need a little bit more cunning. That's okay, we have some points saved up. I know I really should spend these, but I never know I'm going to need them. Same thing with shoulder pieces. This thing, its base stats are pretty similar to what we have. The real big benefit this thing has is the +2 to Inquisitor seal. Anything that gives a bonus to skills is usually quite good. So we just need slightly higher physique for that. That's our chosen component. Finally, we have Olnaprax's Sting. I think Grim Dan actually experienced his first death against Olnaprax, but when I was harvesting components, we came across that wasp again, and apparently took its sting. And now Grim Dan's wearing it as a talisman. Pretty metal. The big thing here is +1 to all skills in Inquisitor, which is huge, because we are a purifier. Inquisitor is one of our 2 main archetypes. Finally, gotta get rid of this chest guard. Sorry, Grim Dan. I know robes might not be as much your thing, but 33% chance when hit for an elemental blast, +2 to Inquisitor seal, elemental damage bonus, everything we want. Sorry for all the housekeeping, folks. The final thing is just a gunslinger talisman, which gives us a 15% chance when we attack to do a dual wield attack, which is what Grim Dan does. This, I forget exactly what that is. Oh, this is one of Cronley's gang members. Boasting about how he's the big boy, and he doesn't mind getting crystals stabbed in him as long as he can be a bigger boy. Alright. That's that. Sorry about the technical difficulties, and we will get on with... Oops, wrong button. Get on with our adventures. Need to pick Aura of Censure as one of our activated abilities. There we go. Off we go. Now we're heading back to Lower Crossing because I think I remember there being a secret of some kind down here that we have not yet been able to find. And I want to make another go at it. It was somewhere on this right side of the map. Path to a shrine of some kind. Remembering this from the previous playthrough I did just on my own time a few years ago. I think it ended up being like a little secret treasure hunt. I never finished it, but I want to get that started if we can. I don't think I'm getting any experience for these monsters. They're a bit below our level now. This looks promising. Yes, we are now off the map. We may have actually been here before, we just didn't have the dynamite yet. But we do now. Bottom Cheese Monkey says, tune in next time to see Grimdan's greatest challenge yet, technical difficulties. Well, Grimdan he's not a clever man, but we were able to make it work. Hopefully you can now hear everything. Detonation site. Looks like this path has been blocked off by some rocks. You can clear it out with heavy explosives. Sounds right up Grimdan's alley. We'll take 2 dynamite. We will clear the avalanche. Boom. We didn't get hit by any rocks. And we're in dangerous domain. Wow, there's some pretty massive bugs here. We will try to get in here once these horrible pools of poison subside. So let's see what this dangerous domain modifier is. Vengeful. Monsters have greatly enhanced retaliation effects, but reduced armor. Well, we have retaliation effects also, so I don't know if that benefits us. Vindictive Flames. Really surprisingly good skill. So how have y'all been? Super happy to see you back, Albino Cheese Monkey. I've been missing this game. But it just wasn't working where I had it in the schedule. Hopefully we'll be able to keep up with it now. I will be able to keep up with it now, that is. It's a bigger area than I remembered. Thankfully, we did somehow make it to level 40, so no trouble for us so far. A lot of colors on screen. I think that's one of my criticisms of ARPGs. Sometimes they're just too visually busy. Guardian of Dreeg. Okay, that's actually putting out some damage. Inquisitor Seal. Oh, no, it's dead. Eye of the Guardian? What are these little eyes floating around? Shooting little spikes at me. Can't have that. Let's see what we got here. Blood-bathed Lynx, an epic belt. Yeah, this is all bleed damage stuff. Don't do that. Dreeg sect leg guards of corrosion. Don't need that. Runestone of Dreeg and Hidden Path Dreeg. Let's see what this document says. Welcome, seeker of the truth, to this bastion of knowledge. Knowledge, all I see is trees. Bugs. You have taken your first step along the way to the deeper truths, as countless brothers and sisters have done before you. The path now presented to you is a treacherous one. You'll be persecuted for your practices, hunted like a rodent by the Empire's luminary hounds. But to persevere, to endure the trials that our patron lords have endured, that is the way to true power through the Eldritch realm. Well, the luminary, that is the Inquisition, is actually our character's Grimdan's backstory. Oh, my chest cards aren't replying. There we go. So we need to investigate this so that no one follows this path and gets into these eldritch artifacts. We need to acquire them and safeguard them, because we are a member of the Luminari. You stand before the shrine of Drieg, the oldest of the three witch gods. The great guardian sought to know all, to see the truth behind the veil that blinds us all. In arrogance, or perhaps foresight, he cast aside the ancient warnings and the cautionary words of his peers. Drieg reached into the veil and witnessed the workings of the gods themselves. For his hubris, he was struck blind, but it was then that his eyes had become truly open. Exposed to the wild magic of the Eldritch realm, he was forever changed. Cruel spines pierced his flesh, acidic blood dripping from the festering wounds for all eternity. This does not sound very appealing. Like, if you're going to start like a Gnostic mystery cult, don't offer this to your practitioners. What emerged from beyond the veil bore little resemblance to the man that entered. Drieg was reborn a god. Drieg now watches over us all, probably in terrible pain, it sounds like. His peerless gaze pierces through our very souls and sees us for what we really are. To stand before the great guardian is an honor without match. To hear his voice is a blessing from the heavens themselves. If you are indeed deserving of his attention, then follow the way of the three. Travel to the broken lands beyond the Arcovian border. I think is the next area we'll be exploring. Where harpies feast. We have a mission to kill a harpy, Lutra the Abandoned, in the Broken Hills. Where the harpies feast on the flesh of the unworthy, seek a path blocked by stone. If you carry the message of Drieg, the way shall open before you. Well, we carry the runestone of Drieg. I assume it's the message of Drieg referred to. Yeah, there's an inscription along the edge. Quote, "Though the three are now as one, it was not always so. Wary of the other's power, they quarreled across Cairn in destructive displays of eldritch might. Mountains crumbled and all caps rivers shifted, but no god emerged the victor." Hello, Dev. Welcome back to the stream. I'm doing pretty well, actually. Well, we're back with Grim Dawn, which is a series I had ongoing for a while, but ran into scheduling conflicts. Used to be on Wednesdays. We're trying it every week on Tuesdays again. So if you like ARPGs, stick around. We've got a real gem of one. Right now we're just exploring and tying up some loose ends that we had from previous play. Found this. Oh, where did these bugs come from? This mysterious hidden side path off the map with a riddle for us. We're looking for Broken Hills and harpies. Dev has played Grim Dawn. Excellent. I have not yet finished it. I played it a few years back and got to Homestead. Not terribly far. So I'm hoping to make a good playthrough of this and all the DLC this time around. I really don't like to leave games unfinished, and this one's no exception. Albino Cheese Monkey, are you still not catching game audio? Now I am seeing it going through. Let me know if you can't hear those guns. Gotta hear those guns. We're playing Grim Dan Purifier. So that's a combination of the Demolitionist and Inquisitor class. Inquisitor is a new class to me, or Mastery, I suppose it's called, in one of the DLC, Ashes of Malmouth. Malmouth. I'm sure one of those is a real place, and one of them is the place on this map. Alright, so we did that. We got our runestone. Next, we have something that I neglected to finish last time. I made a bit of a mistake. Here in Old Arcovia, we had a mission to kill some of the undead in the Arcovian Undercity. So we have to backtrack a little bit. I noped out at the last moment and didn't confront the final boss because I was getting this area confused with the Steps of Torment. which I remember from my last playthrough, and I did not want to enter the Steps of Torment yet. All we have to do here is just take the quickest path through the end of a couple levels of the city, and then we'll have the mini-boss that I neglected to fight. I think he drops a unique item that I'm looking for. We are now a bit over-leveled for this area, but hopefully that will stand us in good stead for boss enemies. Spirit Totem. So this gives us a little set of challenge monsters. Ooh. I want to cast another Inquisitor Seal. I guess I don't need to. Blueprint Brutal Carver. Two-handed axe. Well, I guess no reason not to learn it. Vigorous Mark of Shadow. +9 to all damage. Not nearly as good as what we have, though. Maleficarius. I think that's a mage thing. Dev, how much have you played Grim Dawn? Did you enjoy it? I still haven't finished it, so don't have a full opinion formed on it yet, but I am enjoying what I'm doing so far. Anything here? Nope, nothing to loot from the Ancient Lectern. I think we're trying to get to there. That's a big chungus. Goes down quick though. Seems like a real toss-up in this game, whether something massively big will just be a lot of hit points, but goes down quickly because it has like no resistances. Or instead, super powerful, fast, tough enemy. Those bone colossuses seem much more the former. Not much to worry about. Okay, that's our next objective. I guess this will be a little bit of a longer way around. And it is on the 3rd level down that we'll find the challenge that we're looking for. Hopefully this build isn't too too boring to watch. It's mostly just an auto attack build, but that's what I tend to gravitate toward. Just something simple, not too many buttons to worry about. Find loot, kill enemies. Our main element of strategic positioning is our Inquisitor Seals. We can put those under ourselves and stand in them for some powerful buffs. And we can also put them under enemies to debuff them. Right now, I don't think we need to do any of that until we get to a boss of some kind. Cord of the Ancestor, that's a cold and vitality damage item, it looks like. All about that fire and lightning. Okay, here's a little mini boss. Let's see if we have to use our Inquisitor seal. I'll pop one down. Very nice. Yeah, I guess we're a bit over leveled. Hopefully we'll just blast through this quickly. And then get onto the Broken Hills. I think there was one other small thing I wanted to check out in Arkovia, though, before we head out. Trying to kind of 100% this run. Not sure when I'll do another run, another playthrough, so I just want to make sure I see all I can in this one. Okay. 3rd level. Oops. 2nd level. Like pushing the wrong button in an elevator. Okay. Yes, this is as far as we got. Something just casts a rune. Oh, Skeletal Warlock. There we go. This is one of those... I don't know what the game term is. But if you open it and go through it, it's a door that you can't get back through until you kill the boss beyond it. Or die. So I got this confused with the Steps of Torment, but I think it's just a normal mini-boss somewhere in here. There he is. Kilrian, the Shattered Soul. Get ourselves a shield, seal to stand in. Get one for him to stand in, and okay. And I thought that might be a little harder than it was. And we got it. Kilrian's Shattered Soul. This is a chest component piece that boosts fire damage and burn damage and gives us a retaliation effect. Is that better than what we have on there? Hallowed Ground, which gives us a lot of health regeneration. Not really sure what'll be better there. I do like our health regeneration. Spirit Crusher is a mace. We don't need that. Let's see what kind of loot we have. Aside from what the boss boss dropped. Too much there. And we have a ruined shrine. So this will give us, if we offer some chilled steel, devotion point, and some loot. Okay, now that was useful to us, but we'll sell it. Can always use money. And let's see what we got. Devotion points. We have 2 available now. So let's finish off Rowan's Crown. That'll boost our elemental damage, which is our main attack type. And then we can start working on Lizard for health regeneration, or I think Ghoul is our other choice. Is this Ghoul? Also gives us some health regeneration. We'll start with Lizard. We need a blue affinity, primordial affinity. Devotion systems are such a headache. I mean, in this game, the system is kind of a headache. So that's one aspect of the game that I had to go just look up all the different devotion constellations, plan out a build ahead of time, and continue on like that. Okay, so where did we come out? Arkovian Undercity. We should be able to just head to that exit. And then we can check out our last item on our list. Bastion of Insight. That looks decent. Ah, but our current helmet boosts our fire strike, which is our primary attack. It's a little dark and monochrome, but I do kind of like this area. It's just classic dungeon crawling, slay skeletons. Not quite as thematically rich as the earlier parts of the game. I really like the atmosphere there too. I don't not mind some good old-fashioned RPG dungeon crawls. Okay. Let's return to Devil's Crossing to sell off our loot. And I think there's one more kind of secret area
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
I want to access. Oops, did I mean to sell that? Yeah, that's fine.
Iron well spent.
Got something you need stashed?
Okay, Runestone we're going to keep with us, of course. Going to have to purchase more storage soon. How much will that cost? 150,000. We can afford it, but not easily.
I'll keep an eye on this.
All right. Now with devotion points, there's
Let
an
me clear your mind of regrets.
interesting mechanic where constellations require affinity to unlock, and then they grant you affinity when they complete them. Sorry about that, just one moment. Alright, sorry. So we're going to actually refund this crossroads point. We needed that to access Rowan's Crown, but Rowan's Crown now provides the affinity needed to maintain its effects. So we can refund this point at our spirit guide.
Safe journey.
And starting on Lizard, +6 health regenerated per second. Alright. Final item before we head to the Broken Hills. I want to look at New Harbor. It's a small little town here near Old Arkovia that we liberated from Cronley's gang. But I recall there being a secret area that I'm not sure we managed to access. I think it's this down here. Maybe that down. Maybe that. I think we left this area unexplored also. Let's go see what's there. We are now getting experience for killing these monsters. What are you skeletons doing out in the daylight? I mean, I guess it's nighttime. Out in the wilderness? I guess we hadn't explored this area. Okay. Well, let's light it up. Let's see all the things to be seen. Badge of Scorching, sounds promising. But our current one just boosts our skills, and skill boosts. So nice. Blueprint Adept's Gloves. Not quite for us, but we'll mark that. Plus 13% all damage. I always have to stop and examine those. Might be better than what we have. Chaos resistance, skill disruption protection. Yeah, I like it. We're gonna finally get rid of these molten boots. I think. They're not exactly fancy, but they'll do the job. Urine scripts. Oh, we already have one. It's okay. Duplicate items we can recycle for extra components or set items. Okay, so this was not where I thought it was, I don't think. New Harbor must be up here then. Yeah, these are Arcovian ruins. Let's open a portal. Head to the next rift. Yes, this is better. Looks like Cronley's gang have not left the area. I wonder, are these people okay? I thought we'd liberated them. They're thankful. You're welcome. Slow motion. This is what I was looking for, this detonation site. Last time I came through out here, I didn't have the dynamite for it, and I wanted to come back and make sure we explored it. I'm also coming back and checking on these people. Okay, they're free of Cronley's oppression, and they're thankful, so that worked. Even though I did see Cronley's men just up the road. Wonder how they're holding out. Ah well. It's a video game. This blockade was clearly put up by local bandits, but to what end? What were they trying to keep out? We'll take one dynamite to destroy. We're inquisitive. Grimdan likes his explosions. Let's see what's going on. Covian ruins. Some ghosts to bust. The ancient sarcophagus looks suspicious. More undead. I guess we're over leveled for this area also. But there's loot. Devil touched ammo. What is that? Demon's breath granted by item. Launch a blast wave of unearthly flame at your enemies. 8% of attack damage converted to health. Looks like a good component. We may have to switch that out onto one of our firearms. So, yes, we're playing Grim Dan. We're Inquisitor. And yep, it's Fire Strike. It's a simple build. Fire Strike, Inquisitor Seal. I have a Word of Renewal, but haven't needed to use it yet this stream. Here's what we have so far. Demo, we're only up to level 10. Just to get to Fire Strike and Explosive Strike. We still need to max that out. We maxed out Vindictive Flame for that health regeneration. And under Inquisitor, we got to Aura of Censure, and we're working on maxing that out now. Otherwise, we one-pointed our multi-attack kind of things, one-pointed Word of Renewal, maxed out range expertise, and a couple points in Inquisitor Seal. This is my first time playing with DLC, so I just had to try one of the new masteries. Inquisitor looked promising, and I liked Demolitionist from my previous playthrough. Where are we now? Hanafi Mine? Looks like we're already here. This is all lit up. Well, I guess that side arrow was just a little bit of loot. Do you play slow? Play Grim Dawn? Any current build or mastery that you like? Topaz Pendant of the Grove. Plus 11% all damage. A healing effect and plus 15 health regenerated per second. That's just not going to be as good as plus 1 to all skills in Inquisitor that we're currently getting. Okay. Guess we'll go on to the Broken Hills. We have to slay Lutra the Abandoned, and we're also looking for a rocky entrance to the next Shrine of the Hidden Path. Oh, Broken Hills Rift. Oh, this is really deep red. Oh. Other side area. Can I go down here? I guess not. I guess this is the extent of it. Slow plays a bit. Not much into the end tier stuff. Casually going around the map on Elite. Sweet, yeah. I have not finished the game yet. Trying to complete some stuff on main to switch to a Necromancer Shaman for my mini army. Yeah, summons. So far I've only played one character besides Grim Dan, and I only got to Homestead. I think I was Arcanist, Demolitionist. But this year, getting an upgrade for my PC, starting streaming, I wanted to try to finally finish this game. So, got all the DLC, started a Purifier, named it Grim Dan, because apparently I hate myself. Grim Dan, your name is a pun. I don't know that he minds, though. His summons, how easy is that to, like, manage in Grim Dawn? I haven't tried any builds for that. Some games just, I find it really annoying to manage followers and summon creatures. But it seems like it's more simple and streamlined in this game, so I might have to try that sometime too. Made some combo of classes on alt so far just to transfer loot to their inventories. Really want to get back to your minions. Gotcha. This is kind of nice looking landscape. I mean, it's not anything too special, but it's pretty. The daylight shaders are definitely doing work. Just have them all aggressive and heal summon. Gotcha. Yeah, I think the closest we'll come to pets is maybe thermite mines down the road. But I don't think we're going to be able to prioritize that for a while. 41. Okay. So I do want to finish off Explosive Strike. I do want to max out Aura of Censure, and I do want to work on Inquisitor Seal also. I guess Aura of Censure, resistance reduction. Apparently that's really powerful. Okay, no way to get in there. Looks like we have an objective over here. Looks like a ghost, so that's not our harpy that we're hunting. Is that Calderos then? Hello. He hisses at me. Slow's main is Demolitionist Occultist, so I like having Mortar around. Hellhound to take aggro away from me for a bit. Yeah, I can see that. Just never tried Mortar either. I'm just not gonna... I think we're gonna do Fire Strike as our main attack. Add all the Inquisitor weapon pull skills. And eventually use Thermite Mine for that resistance reduction. I think that'll be the extent of it. We're not doing the kind of Grenadier stuff, I don't think. Bowman using Doom Bolt and Thermite Mine and Poison Spray skill, along with Curse of Frailty. Occultist is probably the class or mastery I want to try next, if I get to that point. But recently I've been having trouble scheduling this game and actually getting to finish my first playthrough. I know that's a common problem for Grim Dawn players. Valero says, "You have done as we asked. I am pleased to see this." Yep, indeed, the oligarchs are gone. With their corrupted souls destroyed, this land will begin to heal in time. Will it? What I must ask you next is a far more dire challenge. Oh, what's next, Calderos? Some exposition. The Grand Priest Zarthuzelon was the Arcovian upon whose word all Arcovian necromancers were banished to the steppes of torment. Even in death he continues to gather the lost souls of Arcovia to his mad word. The time has come to scatter his flock and erase his stain upon the world for good. You must travel deep within the steppes of torment. On the 3rd floor you will find the priest at his desecrated altar. Purge him from this place, and I shall join you below. What? Calderos, Look. When we killed the hierarchs or whatever, it was because we needed to go through all Arcovia to get to Homestead. I need food for Devil's Crossing. That's our main objective. I don't see how this is going to advance that. We'll do as you ask, but not now. We'll see you sometime. Slow switched a few times on their main. Devotions are mainly poison, so technically want a poison main skill. Yep, so for devotions, what we're doing, I should show you that also. We basically went Scholar's Light and Quill, just elemental, 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 so we could get to that nice early Rowan's Crown. Or Elemental Storm. Reduce elemental resistance reduction. We just completed that at the beginning of the stream, actually. So from here, I think we've got a offense pretty well locked down. I'm thinking of going Lizard for the 4 Primordial, Ghoul for the 3 Chaos, and that will qualify us for Behemoth. So between those 3 constellations, that's a lot of health regeneration and hit points. Should be able to make us nice and tough. I'm excited to start on that. Oh, I need to remember, we also have to be looking for that hidden path point of interest. Holy big chunguses. They die pretty quick, though. I don't know that we really even took damage. Blueprint Occult Skull. Not for this build, but we'll learn it. Wormclaw, offhand. Oh, we can't use offhands. Just doing the straight dual wield pistols. Okay. So this should connect up. Yeah, we've already went that way. This looks like a path. Is this the hidden path? I want to take care of these first. Oh, sorry about that. Let's see here. The way forward opens before me. Dangerous domain. Modifier vengeful. Okay, that's what we had in the previous domain. I think on my only other playthrough I did recall discovering this, but I'm not sure I discovered the next one. I think it's like the hidden path is actual path. Lots of these areas. Guardian of Soleil. This reminds me of those Skyrim word walls. Just the runes and the dark color and the monolithic posture. Let's see what we've got here. Soleil Sect, leg guards of balanced steel. Not going to do anything for us. But we found another runestone. Excuse me. The Hidden Path, Soleil. You have traveled far, Seeker, and seen much, but still the veil between worlds blinds you to the deeper truths. You stumble about in the world we inhabit, eager for answers that the Empire and its Luminari deny. I mean, I am an Inquisitor. I'm a member of the Illuminari. Sorry, the Luminari. I want to see what's going on with these witch gods. They think us heretics, followers of false gods, and yet none of them can claim to witness the power of their deities, their illusions. Show me the cripples that men here has cursed, the armies that Oleron has toppled, the beasts that Mogdragon spared from the hunt. You cannot, because they are not real. But the witch gods born of man had ascended to raise us from our own ignorance. If you're willing to listen, they may open your eyes as well. You now stand before the shrine of Soleil, the youngest of the 3. Eldritch fire is at his behest. The very essence of the Eldritch realm is his to mold and shape as he sees fit. Well, Grimdan likes the sound of fire. That's what he do. Clothed in black robes that hide his gaunt frame, Soleil glides unseen to the shadowy vale to hunt unwitting mortals for their vitality. Many a devout of Soleil has been asked to make the ultimate sacrifice, to present themselves before the dark god and offer their life, so that Soleil may bestow his infinite wisdom upon those that remain. Man, these cultists, like, no wonder it's these obscure places in these inhospitable areas. They're not very good at recruitment. Yeah, Drieg, like, suffers in eternity with festering wounds, and Soleil, oh yeah, if you're a follower, he might show up and ask you for your life. Great deal. You, worthy seeker, do not yet have the attention of the gods, but know that with each step you take, you bring yourself closer to the three. Go now to the frozen lands of the north, where primitive tribes had constructed standing stones ages ago. Hey, we're looking for snow and standing stones. Armed with the words of Soleil and Drieg, the way shall be opened to you. Alright, let's see what this runestone says. In the end, it was Soleil who looked past the carnage and saw the inevitability of their actions. In truth, none could triumph where all three were equal. He sent his loyal attendant to speak before the rest of a resolution. They would seal a pact there among the swampy remains of their last skirmish. Why is that all caps? Rivers, swampy. DLC region has more about them from what I quested. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, I haven't started on any of the actual DLC content yet. We obviously, excuse me, let me in. We obviously beat the Warden and the emissary showed up in Devil's Crossing, but I haven't gone with him. Grimdan has more pressing things to worry about. He wants the folk of Devil's Crossing to survive the winter. We need food for that. I do kind of feel a little bad when I just blast these birds out of the air, but they're vicious and they want to eat me, and some of them are harpies. Okay, there's another objective up here. Is this... Yep, loot for the abandoned. Come on, stand in the seal with me. Very nice. No loot. At least nothing I didn't automatically pick up. Mistborn warrior? That's a big guy. Guess let's head this way. We want to connect that up eventually. Slow says, the thing kind of about Emissary is unless you ask someone, no one tells you about fun game mechanic add-ons the region adds. Okay, I'll keep my eye out. Try to poke around as much as I can when we do that. Oh, Ruined Shrine already. Yeah, I'll offer a gem. Looks like that's garbage. But devotion points are devotion points. Lizard number 2. 10 health regenerated per second and movement speed. Not bad. Hello?
Watch your back. Trust no one.
That's a nice thing to tell someone right off the bat. Trust no one. Okay, well, so I'm not going to trust you then. He says, you don't smell like one of Cronley's gang. Are you from another Devil's Cross? Are you another from Devil's Crossing then? What did you mean by another from Devil's Crossing? Elsa, encountered another survivor from Devil's Crossing just recently who convinced me that Homestead was a place where I could help make a difference. Never got a name, but he cooked a fine meal and told me many remarkable stories about political intrigues in the time of the Empire. Then he set off by himself. If you're headed to Homestead, why didn't you join him? Got up in the dark of night and told me he was heading on, as he had urgent business in Homestead. I warned him that it would be wise to wait while the trolls and ethereals fought it out in Smuggler's Pass, but he said that he could pass unseen between them if he was alone. It sounds crazy to me, but he was a likable fellow, and I hope he fared better than I expect. I plan on fighting through Smuggler's Pass. You could join me. Appreciate the offer, but, as I said, the fighting seems a little too intense. She plans to wait it out. I advise you do the same, but if you insist on pressing ahead, I hope you prevail. Any tips? What can you tell me? Swarming with trolls and harpies. Best bet would be to leave by whatever way you got here. We need food. We need food. That's our quest. We need food. Elsa was headed for Smuggler's Pass, which leads through the mountains, but found it's become a battleground between trolls. Okay, you said that. Trolls have a perverse predilection to abduct and keep humans as mates. Kidnapping rapist trolls. Great. That's not the fate I have planned for myself, nor is possession, so I'm biding my time looking for another way through. Your name is Elsa. A mutual friend is looking for you. I can only assume you mean Mornay. Idiot nearly got me killed in Arcovia. Bandits got us in the night, drawn to his damned fire. They tied me up and dragged me back toward their camp, probably to share me with the rest of the gang. Shame for them, they weren't very good at tying knots. I slit their throats while they slept and made off on my own. Well, why didn't you return to Mornay? I guess I can see. He's a fool, eh? Thought he was dead. But knowing he's back in Devil's Crossing makes her even less inclined to return. Not a bad man, but I can't stand to have him fawning all over me like a replacement for his dead wife. He believes there's some great romance between us and refuses to accept that I have no such feelings. I gotcha. Should I tell him you're alive? Probably not. Nope. She does not want him told. Alright. Goodbye. Slow says, iron into bars to give to alts. Movement skills from the factions in there. Third tab for gear transmutation. I did notice that third tab. I haven't done iron to bars yet, though. You're not even that far in terms of exploration before you go back to focus on base game campaign. Ulgrim and his meals. Okay, so that was Ulgrim, the traveler that Elsa met. Interesting. He presented to us as a cook. What's he doing out here? Okay, so these Mistborn are trolls. I hope I haven't missed a rift gate or something. My current means of exploring an area is just pick one wall or side of the map and hug it. Not always the most efficient. Oh my, what a swarm of aminals. Animals, of course. Garbage. Let's see what's up in this stump. Wow, the inhabitants of Cairn really have a thing for hiding stashes under rocks and stumps. Mine entrance. I feel like we may have missed a rift gate somewhere in there. let's set one down here. I try not to use the personal rifts too much. I just like to explore, but I think we'll double back before going in that mine. My rift is right inside? Okay. We'll go in and grab it. Thanks, Lo. So it is. Thanks for the tip. All right. Let's return to Minova outside the Arcovian Undercity entrance. Actually, what we might want to do is just take the rift back there. Yeah. And then we'll work our way back along the other side of the map and make sure we explore everything along the way. Not going to spoil past where you got before at Homestead. I appreciate it. I got to Homestead, I think there was like a bug hive that they wanted me to go clear out. I think I did that for them, but that was the extent of it. They wanted me to go deal with more ethereal stuff. This is another side area. I immediately get sidetracked. We have to go back. I wanted to go back to Minova. Okay. We'll be right back. Minova's just on this bridge, I think. Okay, on the other side. Well, we did it. Killed your daughter upon request. I can no longer sense my daughter's anguished presence. Is it finished? Yep, we did it. We roasted her. Got an attribute point. Thank you. Thank you, you've delivered my poor daughter from an eternity of lonely suffering, fear, and hate. Now I shall repay you in the only way I can. Harpies are immortal? I mean, I guess the rest of old Arcovia is cursed with undeath. I don't know why harpies would be different. Alright, well, we got an attribute point. Let's see what this little side area is. There is a ruin entrance here. Interesting. This looks like it's just a self-contained little area, so let's see what's going on. Eldritch Essence, Cortosian Invoker, that's a scepter, we don't need that. Brilliant Shard, Epic Amulet, that's lightning damage. Okay. Alright, let's see what that underground area is. Ribbon's entrance. Corrupted Tomb, Dangerous Domain, Griffle. Euphonian Hungerer? I don't know if we're ready for this. I mean, I guess we can find out. Oh, Grimdan's not going to turn back from the unknown. Let's explore these ruins. Still same brutal modifier, still in the corrupted tomb. What corrupted this tomb? Chthonians in here, not undead. Eketanaktu or something? Died too quick for me to see. Void Parasite, those look goofy. They're somewhere between H.P. Lovecraft and a children's TV show. Flo asks what relic we went for. Relic, yes. Right now we're just doing Gunslinger Talisman. Mostly like 9% all damage, 6% attack speed, and adding the volley into our weapon pool skills. I'm not really sure what the optimal choice is. We haven't unlocked a lot of blueprints yet either. This is, I'm started with basically a fresh account. Oh, right, that's the way we came from. So we don't have any, we didn't have any starting components or gold or anything. Gold, iron bits. Okay, so not too dangerous so far. Oh, what's that? That's a little someone who didn't have a very fun time. Interesting. I'm seeing Chthonians, but no cultists. Who made that sacrifice? I guess it's always possible they sacrifice themselves. Cults are pretty crazy in this game world. Is this a side area? Oh, this is a side area. Is there anything in here? Hidden remains. Crest of Arcane Blaze. Great stats, but +2 to Flame Touched and +2 to Inquisitor Seals. Too good. Slow asks, did I try the other skills in Inquisitor once I maxed the class, or was set on gains you wanted early on? This is as far we've gotten with oh sorry, right. Once we maxed the class out. No, I've just been going with what sounds good. I didn't have like a build planned out. I saw that there was all these weapon pool skills, so I figured just tacking those on to our Fire Strike seemed like a simple but powerful way to go. Yeah, I didn't try out any of the runes or anything. Probably have to be for a different build. Word of Renewal, I'm not sure if I'm going to keep. We haven't like used it very much this stream. Horn of Gandar's kind of appealing, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like runes is something you'd have to build. I just have to build differently for more as a caster than a demolitionist fire striker. Who's this? Naren Kur the Ostracized. That's an Arcovian name. What are you doing down here? Oh wow, those seals hurt. Okay. Void Touch Blade of the Void. That was Winter Storm. Squire's Greaves. Oh, we gotta get out and sell loot soon. Movement speed. Some resistances. Ravings of Naren Kur. Banished the sheer audacity. The other oligarchs assured me that if not for my standing, I would have been butchered on the spot like a sow past her prime. Instead, they gave me the dignity, scare quotes, of exile. In truth, they fear me. They fear what I've achieved, but I've uncovered in the depths of our libraries. There's a power in this universe, a gnawing madness that threatens to unravel. Okay, you've been reading too much H.P. Lovecraft. Gnawing madness that threatens to unravel all we've built. It yearns for the blood that was taken, and we're but mere drops in the ocean of its torment. To defy a true god, a being so ancient it predates time, is folly. My eyes have been opened, and I now walk the true path to our ascension. The others cry heresy, but I could see the terror fester within them. They are more than willing to torture an old man for his alleged secrets to immortality, but even this trickle of knowledge strikes them with disgust. If only life was not but a flicker in the infinite stars. Oh, what I could do, what I could learn with several lifetimes. Yeah, all these mad cults are all convinced that they're the best, and they have the true knowledge, and I guess maybe that's too realistic. Whoa! Had to pop the potion there just to be safe. Oh, those are reflective enemy. We must have just almost blasted ourselves out of existence on a reflective enemy. Okay, is that the last boss for this dungeon and this is the way out? Let's see. Looks like a stairway up. Chest in left blood circle. Oh, did I miss it? Did I miss a chest? Oh, that was a one-way door too. Was it a big one or just a minor little chest? Because we can go back and get it. I didn't see your message just in time. Seemed like a post-boss one. Okay, if it's a boss chest, we'll
I'll give you a good price.
go and grab it.
Left.
I'm still kind of a noob, so I don't know all the nuances of what kind of loot to expect from what. Oops, not going to sell that.
Put it to good use.
Okay. Get our components put back.
I'll keep your stash safe.
Oh, I need to get these out here. Looks like I forgot to sell that one. No room, that's fine. Components, we'll just have to buy more room soon. What was that little skull? Dread skull. That's a little bit cute. Okay, just gotta sell these little baubles.
I'll keep an eye on this.
Come see what's left of my wares. Iron well spent.
Okay, we cut down on our quest logs. Oh, it's now revealing all of this to us on the map. That's a long way. Oops. This looks, oops, snowy. That's the next stop in our hidden path. Saving Meals BP for a friend. BP stands for what? Is that the blue loot or? Oh, the blueprints. Blueprints. I think those are duplicates. I didn't know that blueprints were across all characters, so I held off on learning some of them at the beginning until I until I had duplicates. But if they apply across all characters, which it sounds like they do, then yeah, I need to get rid of them. Good question. Yeah, it was silly, and I didn't know at the time. Looks like I missed that chest too. It'll just be a moment to get through here. Can some of those repopulate? Okay, so those were the stairs up. Chest in left blood circle. Ah, yeah, there it is. Yeah, thanks for pointing that out, Slow. I missed it. Says, be right back, grabbing dinner. Enjoy. Yeah. We'll also be wrapping up the stream probably around noon. Noon Eastern time. I might try to get to the next rift gate after the one we found. I do also want to explore these areas. Yeah, let's do that. Still can't get over Grim Dan's dumb little burning head. You know, RPGs when the gear looks good. Sorry, when the stats are good, but the gear looks doofy. Oh well. Okay, nothing there. Excuse me. Well, I'm not sure if it shows up on the stream, but I think the game is doing a good job of communicating night and day without making either illegible, hard to look at and see what's going on. I mean, the little circle of light around our character helps, but you can still see all the terrain even though it's dark. Obviously not grade A illumination like for a modern game engine. None of this fire is lighting up the terrain. Path kind of just suspiciously ends. Huh. I'm gonna try to sneak by Elsa. She already saw us come this way once. A little bit suspicious to see us coming again. there's a rock. Old steel. Wrath Talon the Corrupted. Hellmane the Burning. They're not doing a great job at closing the distance before they die. It's fine. I think we'll be over leveled for a while. Probably did a bit too much side questing. What's that status effect? Nature's Fury. I didn't see what it did before it vanished though. Really slowed me down. Okay. Looks like we're just about done exploring this area, and we'll move on to the mines, or Smuggler's Pass, or whatever that was. Oops. Okay. Smuggler's Pass. Yeah, it looks like the trolls and ethereals are indeed fighting. And some of them have been taken, some of the trolls have been taken over by the ethereals. Interesting. Looks like there's a couple ways we could go. Guess we just gotta pick one. Ooh, glowing fungus. That's pretty. Can't be an RPG without glowing fungus. Now, Smuggler's Pass sounded like it used to be open, but this shows signs of troll habitation. It's not like they're just occupying it. I think this is their home. I'm not really sure what was going on there. Okay, now that enemy is fire resistant, and so is giving us a bit of trouble. There we go. At least I'm assuming they're fire resistant. They're a burning, fiery enemy. Blueprint, Warmonger's Belt. Oh, what does it do? I didn't see. I'll have to look. I'll get to a smith at some point. Chthonian Thread Sash, plus to the Flames of Ignifar. Nah, I'm not using that one. And it seems like we get terrible drops for one-handed ranged weapons. Keep getting two-handers. Bulldrak the Destroyer. That's a big one. Come here. Stand in the seal, please. Thank you. Relic Guile, we don't need that. Another two-handed ranged weapon. Alright. For our points, I think we're just still sinking stuff into Aura of Censure. Okay, that's maxed. Then what? Inquisitor Seal? Explosive Strike? I think we've almost maxed Explosive Strike. I may as well try to get that finished off next. Okay, I don't think there was a way forward. Oh, no, I missed it. There's a way forward in this direction. Keep going. Trolls have guns. Today I learned. Okay, mine entrance. This is our path onward, it looks like. I do want to come back and do this at some point, but I'm thinking of time. Dead Man's Gulch. Big Command and Conquer Tiberium vibes. It looks like the ethereals have been possessing the trolls. Another two-handed ranged weapon. We want one-handed. Oh, here's a rift. It's good. Alright, let's finish off the rest of that last area now that we have a rift gate. Ooh. I don't know if we can get through there. We can try it. Just have to have potions at the ready. Yeah, that hurts. I think our health regeneration is actually good enough. It's just... well, there wasn't anything there. What a waste. At least not that I can see. Plates of Valor. Let's see what that's about. Decent resistances, but looks like that's for Oathkeeper or Fighter or something. Okay. Smuggler's Pass looks like it's explored. Just want to make sure we didn't, oops, miss anything on this, the left side of this area. There's an area that we didn't quite light up. Nope, that's the extent of it. Okay. Deadman's Gulch. Oh, what's the time? Getting a little late. Alright folks, sorry it's not a full stream, but I got stuff to do today, and I'm honestly glad I was able to fit this in at all. I haven't been able to do that recently, but it should still be on for next week. That'll be Tuesdays, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. You can check my schedule for what that be in your local time. Noita is on Mondays and Fridays, so look forward to that. And I'll be starting one more new series soon, so keep an eye out. Follow those socials if you haven't. Regardless, thanks y'all for coming. Thanks for watching. And I hope to see you all next week. Bye until then.